That's right. Thanks, Costa. The Stony Brook men's basketball team celebrated senior night and their last home game of the season on Saturday. But unfortunately, like most games of their injury-plagued year, they lost 68-65 to Hofstra in the Battle of Long Island. As we know, former President Donald Trump is being charged with a crime in relation to a payment he made to an adult film star, Stormy Daniels. She says she has an affair with Donald Trump in 2006. In 2016, Daniels wanted to sell her account of what happened to the media, but Mr. Trump's attorney, Michael Cohen, paid her $130,000 to keep quiet. Now, hush money isn't illegal, but what is being investigated is how Mr. Cohen's reimbursement was recorded in Mr. Trump's business accounts. Hey, John, I don't know much about tornadoes, so can you tell us how tornadoes really work? Where do they come from, and are we in danger on Long Island? Thank you, Daniela. Yes, a busy week in sports. To start off, in hockey news, we are in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Our New York Rangers are leading 2-1 against the New Jersey Devils in the series. Game 4 against the Devils is tonight at 7. Let's hope they keep the lead. We're beginning the 9th week of the semester, and as gloomy as last week's weather made us feel, the news just adds to the dour mood. A United Nations report on the climate has just warned that the climate time bomb is ticking and called for nations, including the U.S., to take more aggressive action to curb carbon emissions. Thanks, Costa. In some sports news, LSU blitzed Iowa in the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship 102-85 yesterday. This win is a huge turnaround for LSU, who just 2 seasons ago had a record of 9-13. This is head coach Kim Mulkey's 4th national title, her previous 3 at Baylor. LSU may have won, but the bulk of the nation's attention is riveted on Iowa star Caitlin Clark. It definitely is, and it seems like those April showers are starting early. I don't know about you, John, but waking up after the sun is already shining bright is definitely taking me and a lot of us out of our seasonal slump from the winter. The men's NCAA tournament will be tonight, the final battle between San Diego State versus UConn. For some people that root for the underdogs, this is the best final because all the favorites are out of the running. The UConn Huskies are the 4th seed, and San Diego State is the 5th. Thanks, John. I'm standing out here by the fountain, which will hopefully be turned on soon. Today it is clear skies, a nice sunny day out, but don't let the sun fool you. Still a bit chilly. We have a high of 44, a low of 33, and 12-mile-per-hour winds coming from the southwest. In more exciting news, today is the vernal equinox, which, if your Latin is a bit rusty like mine, means it's the first day of spring, and day and night are equal starting at 5:30 p.m. tonight. And a lot of Knicks fans, including myself, are feeling good about their chances. Moving forward to baseball, Yankees are doing not so good as of yesterday. They just lost their first series of the year to the Toronto Blue Jays. A couple more wins, experts say, will punch their ticket to the NCAA championships. Back to you guys at the desk. Last but definitely not least, my favorite, the New York Mets. They dropped the final game of their road trip out west 5-4 to the San Francisco Giants. If there is one lesson to take away from this trip, it's that there is never enough pitching to be had. Diaz went down for the season with a torn patella in the World Baseball Classic. Lefty Jose Quintana went down with a lesion on his ribs. And then opening day in Miami last month, Mets fans were shattered by the news that Verlander was suffering from a low-grade strain of muscles in his arm and shoulder, making his Mets debut late. Let's go Mets, and back to you guys at the desk.